Minnesota Fighting Vikings training camp is less than 2 weeks away, so we have some blazing hot, face-melting predictions that we're going to put on the table. 5 training camp predictions for the offense. Let's go. Number 1, DARRISAW and Davis will start. Now, it won't be right away. I think Rashad Hill will open training camp as a starting left tackle. Maybe even Dakota Dozier will be the starting right guard, but I think the rookies will eventually get in there. Wyatt Davis will secure the right guard job first. He's already worked with the first team a little bit. Christian DARRISAW, if that groin is good to go, and hopefully they're just being overly precautious at OTAs, but he is going to be that guy. He does have that upside to become a perennial Pro Bowl left tackle for the Vikings and set it and forget it on that blind side for a long time. Now, I've said before, I do like Rashad Hill. They brought him back on a 1-year deal for some pretty decent coin, and it's obvious that the coaching staff likes him too. He actually started in 2018 ahead of Brian O'Neill for a handful of games, but I don't want him starting. Like, I like him as a very high-end swing backup tackle or the 6th offensive lineman in heavy packages, but you drafted DARRISAW for a reason. You drafted Wyatt Davis for a reason. Let these guys just coalesce with the rest of the offensive line, and let's have one of the best young lines in the game for one time. Just one time. There you go. Next up, prediction number 2 for the Vikings offense. KENENWANGWU will be the running back too. I love it, man. And I know it's weird where the Vikings drafted a mid-round running back that had very little college production. They drafted him ahead of some more highly touted, more highly accomplished running backs coming out of college. But KENENWANGWU is an absolute physical freak, and he's perfect for the scheme, and he's a long strider. He's a great returner as well. So I think that he is going to get in the mix a lot sooner than people think. Now, this is not a shot at Alexander Madison. I think Madison is a fine short yardage guy, really good spelling Dalvin for a couple of carries here or there. But Nwangu's ceiling is just there. Just there. There's a reason why Kenny Palomelo was ecstatic when the Vikings picked him up coming out of Iowa State. So Nwangwu, I think, is going to show up and show out at TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill, bust a couple of carries. Plus, preseason, I think Nwangwu has a chance to be the preseason darling. Like, if he busts a couple of long runs and puts up a couple of scores in those 3 preseason games, it's over. It is over, man. He'll be the guy spelling Dalvin Cook in a couple of carries here or there. Next up, prediction number 3, training camp for the offense. A UDFA wide receiver makes it 53. Now, I like all 3 of these guys coming in. I love Mitchell. I love Wafilior coming out of Indiana. I love Austin Prohl, who they gave a ton of money to. So the Vikings have been searching for that wide receiver 3, and it may be a guy that they didn't even draft. Now, I'm very bullish on ISM coming in as a 5th-round pick, but these other guys, I think in a normal wide receiver class where it wasn't so deep, I think that Filior and Prohl, maybe even Mitchell would have been drafted in the later rounds. But yeah, it is wide open. I mean, you got BC Johnson and Chad Beebe just getting after there. Dan Chisena, I think, is going to be relegated to more of a special teams role. Maybe he can rise up. But a couple of these guys made some really nice plays at OTAs. If that can carry over to training camp and preseason, they could really make the case to make the 53. Next up, thing number 4, prediction number 4, close enough, for Vikings training camp on the offensive side. KELLEN MOND shines. That's right. So he was primarily working with the 3s at OTAs. I think he works his way up to the 2s. I think he does become Kirk Cousins' primary backup, and I think he will show off all of the attributes that Viking scouts and Vikings decision makers fell in love with: the big arm, the quiet leadership, the athletic ability, as well as the moments of just insane accuracy. Now, he needs to become more consistent. If you go back and watch his Texas A&M tape, he looks like a first-round pick. Sometimes he looks like a day 3 pick. That's why he settled in as a high 3rd-round pick. So I think that you're going to see enough flashes where you're like, we got something going. Not now. I don't think that he's in any danger of overtaking Kirk Cousins right now. But in the future, baby, we might have a stew going. And lastly, prediction number 5 for Vikings training camp. KELLEN MOND shines, but Kirk Cousins shines brighter. I think this is going to be, this is building up to be the best season of Kirk Cousins' career. I really do. Where last 2 seasons, he's worked swimmingly with Clint Kubiak, who was his quarterback's coach and now is his OC. I think that he's going to have decent protection in front of him. I think that he's going to have a great running game, and Jefferson year 2, and then Thielen coming off a 14-touchdown season, and someone is going to step up as the 3rd receiver option. You got Irvin Gronklin. I think that everything is set. The table is set for Kirk Cousins to just feast on 2021. Top 5 offense, top 5 defense, and Kirk Cousins is going to shine. He's going to kill all the tropes, kill all the narratives, and prove all the haters and the losers wrong. That's right. Kirk Cousins, man. Now, if you watch this channel for any length of time, you know that I'm not a Kirk Cousins stan, but we got to call a spade, call balls and strikes. Kirk Cousins is going to be that effing dude. I think that he does ascend to be a top 7-ish quarterback, 6-7-ish quarterback this year, and you can win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins, and I think the Vikings will get it done in 2021. But your thoughts? We got 5 predictions for the offense in training camp. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.